What does conscious living really mean? A journey toward inner peace, practical balance, and modern freedom. For many years, I believed that freedom was something I needed to achieve. A better job, more money, a successful online business, more opportunities. Like many people, I spent years searching for change in the outside world. I believed that if I could just reach the next goal, life would finally feel complete. Yet over time, I began to notice something interesting. Whenever one area of my life felt out of balance, the other areas eventually followed. When my mind was overwhelmed, my work suffered. When work became stressful, my relationships felt the pressure. When I lost focus in the digital world, I lost clarity in my personal life as well. Slowly, I realized that life is not made up of separate categories. Everything is connected. This realization became the foundation of what I now call conscious living. To me, conscious living is a journey toward greater freedom, balance, and abundance. It is not a technique. It is not a morning routine. It is not another self-improvement trend. It is a way of seeing life. A way of understanding that our inner world, external life, and the modern world are all connected. When these areas begin to work together in harmony, life becomes clearer, calmer, and more meaningful. This is the foundation of the Conscious Living Manifesto. The inner world, where every change begins. Many people focus primarily on external results. More money, a better career, a growing business, greater freedom. Yet in most cases, the real obstacle is not outside of us. It is within us. Our thoughts, beliefs, emotions, and subconscious patterns quietly shape our decisions every day. A person who constantly doubts themselves may overlook opportunities that could transform their life. Someone who unconsciously believes they are not worthy of success may repeatedly make choices that keep them stuck. This is why self-awareness is the foundation of conscious living. Not because we need to become perfect, but because we need to understand how we operate. The power of presence. One of the greatest challenges of modern life is not a lack of information. It is information overload, notifications, endless scrolling, constant interruptions, continuous noise. In a world that competes for our attention, presence has become a rare and valuable skill. When we are fully present, we think more clearly, we make better decisions, we respond rather than react, and we reconnect with who we truly are beneath the distractions. External life, where consciousness becomes visible. Inner work alone is not enough. Awareness must eventually express itself through action. The external life is where our internal reality takes practical form. Health. Health is more than the absence of illness. It is energy, vitality, resilience, balance. When we constantly run on empty, it becomes much harder to make conscious decisions. The body and mind are deeply connected. When one suffers, the other feels it. Relationships. Relationships act as mirrors. They reveal our strengths. They expose our blind spots. They challenge us to grow. A conscious life recognizes that success loses much of its meaning if we sacrifice the people who matter most along the way. Finances. Money is often misunderstood. Money itself is neither good nor bad. It is simply a tool. Financial consciousness is not about endless accumulation. It is about using resources in alignment with our values and purpose. The real question is not only how much we earn, it is what kind of life we are building while earning it. Daily habits. The quality of our lives is rarely determined by a handful of major decisions. More often, it is shaped by small actions repeated consistently over time. Our habits become our future. Conscious living is not built in a single breakthrough moment. It is built through small, intentional choices made every day. The modern world. Using technology with awareness. Technology is evolving faster than at any other point in human history. Artificial intelligence, automation, online business, digital platforms. Some people fear these changes. Others chase every new trend without question. Conscious living calls for a different approach. Technology is neither an enemy nor a savior. It is a tool. Nothing more. Nothing less. The role of AI in conscious living. Artificial intelligence can free up time. It can help us learn faster. It can support creativity. It can simplify business operations. It can automate repetitive tasks. But AI cannot replace wisdom. It cannot replace self-awareness. It cannot replace meaningful human connection. The question is not whether we should use AI. The question is how consciously we choose to use it. Digital freedom or digital dependency. The modern world presents us with a unique paradox. We have more opportunities than ever before. Yet many people feel more overwhelmed than ever before. A conscious person does not adopt every new tool simply because it exists. They choose the tools that genuinely improve their lives. Technology should serve humanity. Humanity should not become a servant to technology. Where the three worlds meet. Most people tend to focus heavily on one area while neglecting the others. Some focus entirely on inner growth. Others focus only on financial success. Others become consumed by technology and productivity. The problem begins when balance is lost. Conscious living is not about extremes. It is about alignment. When our inner world becomes clearer, our external life becomes stronger, and the tools of the modern world support both, a deeper form of freedom begins to emerge. This is the freedom many people spend their lives searching for. Not simply financial freedom, not simply personal development, but a more complete and sustainable form of well-being. This is not a destination. It is an ongoing journey. The true meaning of conscious living. Conscious living is not a perfect life. It is not a flawless life. It is not a life without challenges. Conscious living means becoming increasingly aligned with ourselves, our relationships, and the world around us. It means making more intentional choices, building more intentionally, living more intentionally. It means becoming the conscious creator of our own experience rather than a passive participant in it. Ultimately, every decision can be measured against one simple question. Does this help a person live more consciously, more balanced, and more freely? If the answer is yes, then we are moving in the right direction.